Arthsanket is only business newspaper in Marathi, doing business awareness programs from last 4 years. To organize Digital India, the e-commerce, to make business people aware of what is e-commerce and its usefulness in their business. So I request our next speaker, Mrs. Deepa Khanna from India Money Mart, to start her presentation. We are already very late. Deepa Khanna, madam.
Everybody. Okay, before 2 minutes earlier, I was a little scared because the slide showed beard facts. And I was wondering, how can I talk about beard facts? Because when I don't even, right? But my topic completely is different. It's okay if I can continue in English? Sorry? Hindi, English? Okay. Okay, I will try and introduce one more language, which is English Mar, wherein I'll try and speak little bit of Marathi. So I've added Marathi in between. Well, so my name is Deepa Khanna. I am from Fair Winnoway Services Private Limited. Our brand name is India Money Mart. We have a new concept which is peer-to-peer lending. We've just introduced it a couple of months back. Problems when we talk about finance. Our first session was on investment. Everybody wants money. Even a small child, 5-year-old, usko bhi paisa chahiye. I was having a chat with my 15-year-old nephew. He was telling me, बुआ 10 साल से तो मुझे पैसे की प्रॉब्लम है आप अपनी प्रॉब्लम बोल रहे हो who's going to solve my problem? So this way what we're saying is there's a huge problem of finance. Everybody's facing it. Meeting ends is problem for every professional, every business person, every individual for that matter. We need something, we need a solution, not just who can do us a calculation, give a simple solution to every calculation, whether it is a maths calculation or it is, finance calculation. We need something which is simplified, which is a solution that can be taken ahead with modern technology. And that's where we come into the picture, which helps you with credit score, simplified process, and give you nirvana. Okay, now how does one get nirvana? There has to be somebody to fill in the gaps between your problem and the solution. So our vision basically is to reach out to the consumer, build a robust platform for peer-to-peer lending between the lenders and the borrowers. And the value proposition we bring is ease of use, affordable rate of interest, and platform that somebody can rely on closing their eyes. Leaders are experts from various industries. They are experienced and they know what technology enablement we can do to make the entire process more simplified. Peer-to-peer lending, when we talk about peer-to-peer lending, is a set of borrowers, of lenders. And we need to match make them, we need to marry them. But the process of marrying them has to be really simplified. Today, big, can I, पीछे सब? Okay. So the biggest challenge is the lenders. There are people who are lending money at 5 to 10. So common man, the problem is how they afford this kind of rate of interest. Okay. It's criminal. If you ask me, a common man is any facing a lot of problem, financial crisis. And on top of that, when he's going for personal loans or short-term loans, he has to 36 to 50%. He's anyways going to get killed with all the burden. So our strategy is to simplify the whole process and ensure the borrower is the actual beneficiary. When we're talking about the whole concept, what is the motivation factor? So this is a research which has been done by University of Cambridge, and what they're saying is the clear motivation is better interest rate. That stands out. So like any common man, this is a research which is like worldwide. Everybody thinks the same. Human being think, मुझे सस्ता क्या मिलेगा, मुझे बेहतर क्या मिलेगा. So that is where these things are happening. So what they're saying is anything. So first factor is interest rate, then is the ease of use. It should be widely available. So similarly, the first choice should be also ease of use. When we're talking about lenders, again, what they're saying is interest rate should be attractive. Now lenders are saying the interest rate should be attractive. They are anyways falling in the bracket of 30%. So और क्या attractive होगा? Right? So to regularize it, how do we regularize? The challenge there is, we need to tell them is, there are fixed deposits which are happening, there are mutual funds where they are investing in infrastructure bonds. There, what is the interest rate that they are getting? Average interest rate. And then look at how they are doing. Professionals, all of us are working. We don't lend money left, right and center. We don't have that much of surplus money. So what we do is, on an average, whatever surplus we have, we can lend it at a little higher rate as compared to the fixed deposits or the mutual funds that we are investing in on a regular mode. So if I have to talk about the global phenomena, globally this started long back, almost 10 years back. Lending online started globally 10 years back. In India, it started practically a year back. So we are very new to this concept in India. But if you look at it, there are very few players. In all 30 players in India, out of 30, there are almost 8 to 10 people who are doing relatively okay in this business. So in this, what we're saying is, out of the whole population, in transactions that happen, or even more, there are many people who are not accessing the financial systems that is available. There are so many people who don't even have a bank account, even alone, accessing or lending, or even borrowing. Borrowing, if they don't have a bank account, they will actually go for to what do you call it in Marathi? Lenders, saahukar. So, what today's need is, we need a convergence. We have to have a technology, we have to have a methodology, a concept where the marriage can happen between a lender and a borrower. And that's where peer-to-peer lending is picking up within India. And we're seeing traction happening also. Borrower is benefiting from low interest rate, is completely easy to access, and also lender is getting getting high interest rate. I just skipped some of these. So this will give you a complete idea of the image of how the transaction has been happening. Nowhere Indian numbers are reflecting because we just started. So the research is totally on the global economy and not on Indian economy as of now. This shows that we are still a long way to go and a very high scope for us to deliver. See, there are professionals, there are business people. So yeah, collaterals, yes, I will be coming. These are unsecured loans. We do unsecured loans. We don't do mortgage. I'll address that. No, no. I will come to that. So there are employee challenges. Employees, all category of loans do not get catered from your employer or from the bank. Wherever the banks stop you at the gate, people like us who are into peer-to-peer lending, we come into the picture. Okay? Now, we are not NBFC. We are people who are a step lower than NBFC. RBI, in the recent announcement, they have decided to regularize peer-to-peer lending, which means they will treat peer-to-peer lending companies at par with NBFC. Sorry? No. Let me come to that. Okay. So as per the new regulations, we will be at par. They will treat us at par like NBFC. Okay. So which means they are still going to introduce some of the regulations for peer-to-peer lending companies, which is not there right now. Okay? We don't have any licenses as yet for lending because we don't fall under the regulation. But very soon there will be some regulations which will be announced by RBI and we will fulfill them. Our company, India Money Mart, with whatever guidelines they have come up with, we are almost 90% we are covering all of them. Okay? So we have taken care of all the guidelines from day one. Whether it is what is the capital that one should be doing, how much are we lending ourselves, or are we, being the mediator but still, getting the money through us. So all those things are not there. The process is very simple. The transaction and the handshake will happen between the borrower and the lender. We will help them, we will facilitate the transaction. We are just a platform. We are just a marketplace. We are an e-com platform. Yes, it is. It is. So the reason we have now been talking with so much of confidence that this is there to stay, one, because there's a huge opportunity for both lenders and borrowers, but at the same time, it is also being recognized by RBI. Okay? We're not competing with them. Exactly. We're not a bank. We are not a bank. We are a web, which we are facilitating for people to transact. Okay, let me go to that. Right. So, if it is a professional, okay, his loan 30% of the annual package and max up to 3 lakhs. This is a short-term personal loan. Maximum the borrower can avail is, individual can avail is 3 lakhs. Okay, and this is for maximum tenure of 2 years. The rate of interest band is 12 to 24%, not more than 24%, which effectively is 2%, reducing balance. Okay, so eventually the borrower is always benefiting out here. It's very simple process, faster processing, secured range of loans are there. Okay. So the rate of interest between the lender and borrower is 12 to 24%. We as a platform provider, we take transaction fees which is 1.5% from the borrower. Okay, yeah. And from the lender it is 0.5%. बैठे while the renovation is happening, she can access everything on internet and close the loan. Doesn't have to go anywhere. The document upload also happens online. Documentation from borrower is going to be all the identity proof, PAN card, income proof, 6 months bank statement. Very less, very less. अभी तक तो हमारा नहीं हुआ है. Nobody has defaulted, but that is very rare, less than 2%. So the credit assessment that I'm talking about is through CIBIL. There's a physical verification also. So that's where the assessment is there. So the entire algorithm, the way it has been defined, is in a manner that nobody can cheat around on the profile assessment. Okay. Because there's a CIBIL report assessment which happens, there's a verification which happens, physical verification. The agency can actually tell us it's recent. Somebody was working with a telecom company, let me not name it, was in an area where nobody was knowing the person. Very unfortunate that this guy was not known, not even to the gatekeeper, I mean, security guard, leave alone to anybody else. So uska negative aaya. Okay. Now, how can a lender lend? And we will support the credit assessment based on the verification, physical verification that happens. And we will tell the lender also, boss मत करो इसको. हाँ, अगर इंटरेस्ट रेट ऊपर ज़्यादा है, आप 24% लेने के लिए तैयार हैं, but that is at a risk. So that risk assessment is something that lender will have to decide. वो कितना risk लेना चाहता है. But from our side, our reporting will be very clear. This is the CIBIL report, this is the physical verification. Now it's your call. Out of these 10 profiles that we've shared with you, whether you want to go ahead or you don't want to go. So there's a clear-cut back-end team which will work with the lenders and the borrowers to matchmake, to marry them together. Okay. Similarly, corporate employee also further, not further. Okay. It's very simple process of verification which happens. Listing and verification is very simple. It's just 5 steps, not more than. Turnaround CIBIL report takes 48 hours. Verification will take within a week. If your profile is really good, within a week the disbursement will happen. This part is the lenders on our platform are professional and business people. So that's it. Sorry? For CIBIL, I just said CIBIL. CIBIL report. Verification for borrower will be done through CIBIL reporting, credit rating, and physical verification. Diksha Driver is a CSR program altogether. But I'm saying when we're creating a platform, you have to every segment of the audience that is available. Okay, every slice of the audience that is available to you. And that's when you create the platform. So while we were creating the platform, we spoke to a lot of people. We spoke to a lot of professionals. What are your pain points? And similarly, we spoke to some of the blue-collar people also to figure out, what are their pain points. So this lender has to deposit to borrower's account, pay us the transaction fees, and pay to the borrower's account. So everything is white. उससे पहले वो black है, red है, blue है, उससे मुझे कोई लेना देना नहीं है. So we will not get into that factor, but then, when they're doing it, the transaction is all white. And that is where, it's all reports which will be there. We have already tied up with some of the corporates for their employees. Okay? So the alignment is such, they are giving us confirmation letter that these employees are working with us, and the minute they quit, they give us the resignation letter, they will inform us, the corporates will inform us, and in turn we will work with the lenders to ensure what is the settlement that needs to happen.
Fund requirements are large. Banks may not have the provisions for such small loans, and all of the sources come with very high interest rates.
I want to renovate my kitchen. Can I get a small loan?
I want to add more stock. I need a loan.
I want to expand my business. I need a loan.
I want to buy one more chair. I need a loan.
I have a medical emergency. I need a loan.
My staff has so many financial requirements. I wish they could get loans easily.
I want to travel the whole world. I need a loan.
I want to learn photography. I need a loan.
IndiaMoneyMart.com, with its completely transparent platform, brings together the borrower and the lender. One can get a loan of as less as 25,000 rupees and as high as 3 lakhs as a personal loan, and the loan term can vary from 6 to 24 months. India Money Mart's business transactions and its business model work on a peer-to-peer, P2P lending concept.
So once again, I think there's some technical problem.
I would request Amit and Mr. Pradeep Manjrekar to felicitate Deepa Khanna. A round of applause. Thank you.